In a thick smoke, firefighters are working hard to rescue the citizens. The protagonist of the story, Jahan, is holding a child in his arms. Unfortunately, Jahan and the child fall down together because the rescue rope has been burned. In that moment, Jahan's life begins to appear in front of his eyes like a slideshow. Because he acted as a shield for the child in his arms is safe and runs crying to his mother. Jahan takes a breath and is grateful that he is still alive. He runs to ask the rescued child's name, but no one pays attention to him. At this moment, an ethereal voice calls his name, echoing in his ears. He turns around and sees a girl named Deokchun and a smiling Haewonmak looking at him. The sign in Deokchun's hand shows that the last time someone sacrificed so heroically was 422 years ago. Through their conversation, Jahan realizes that he has just sacrificed himself. The people around the rescue are trying to save him, who is already dead. The two introduce themselves as messengers from hell. Jahan is about to go through 7 trials, and they are Jahan's defenders. As long as he passes these trials, Jahan can be reincarnated. Jahan is frightened and keeps retreating, muttering that his mother cannot be without his care. But time is up, and Jahan doesn't have a chance to look at his mother again. He is taken to hell. Led by the two, Jahan meets their leader, Gangrim. The first trial is murder hell, which means that Jahan has killed someone before, which surprises Jahan because he has never killed anyone. Gangrim suggests that it might be his words and actions that indirectly caused someone's death. At this time, the ground cracks open, revealing a fiery lava, and countless sinners below try to climb up. Jahan still doesn't forget to save people but is ordered by the god of murder hell on the stage to let go. The god of murder hell says that during the rescue operation, Jahan had the opportunity to save his colleague, but he hesitated and did not do so. Jahan recalls the scene at that time. His colleague's foot was stuck, and he asked Jahan to save the crowd first and then come back with the equipment to save him. Just as he rescued the trapped crowd, the building exploded. Deokchun lit incense, and the scene reappeared in the smoke. Everyone counted and realized that although Jahan sacrificed a colleague, he saved 8 people. Gangrim took the opportunity to defend Jahan, stating that his actions outweighed his mistakes and he should be found not guilty. After considering the case, the judge declared Jahan innocent and allowed him to pass through the hell of killing. The second level is Indolence hell, and Deokchun is confident in successfully passing this level. They are helping Jahan because for 1,000 years, their mission has been to help 49 souls reincarnate. This way, they have a chance to choose their next life and potentially be born into wealthy families. Only the privileged have the opportunity to pass this level, and Jahan is the 48th privileged individual they have encountered. Suddenly, many strange fish appeared in the river Styx, but the 3 of them easily defended themselves against the fish. After crossing the river Styx, they arrived at Indolence hell. In this level, lazy people are condemned to run endlessly because the rotating platform is a torture device that will crush anyone who stops. Those who jump into the water are devoured by piranhas. Deokchun recites Jahan's experiences, highlighting his diligent work, generosity, and dedication to supporting his elderly mother and younger sibling, Suhong, through multiple jobs. He even disregarded his own health, collapsing from exhaustion and nosebleeds. The god of Indolence hell applauds him, and Jahan successfully passes the second level without guilt. The third level is Lies hell, where guilty individuals are punished by enduring torment from the spirits of knives and swords. However, if they pass, they can appear in the dreams of their loved ones. This piques Jahan's interest, as he desperately wants to meet his mother in his dreams. As the 4 of them head towards Lies hell, they encounter the Hell's Ears. The 3 messengers become tense as it signifies that one of Jahan's direct relatives has been wrongfully killed. Gangrim asks Jahan if he has any remaining relatives in the mortal realm. Together with Haewonmak, they skillfully fight against the Hell's Ears, successfully blocking their attacks. In order to uncover the truth and ensure Jahan's smooth passage, Gangrim decides to go back to the mortal realm. Soon he found out that Jahan's brother Suhong had just passed away. With his convincing acting skills, Gangrim squeezed out tears and claimed to be Suhong's friend, wanting to see him one last time. Suhong's unjust soul quickly appeared, and Gangrim chased after him, but he still lost track of Suhong. the Hell's messenger followed them again. This incident alarmed the king of the underworld. As expected, the leader of the underworld was extraordinary and quickly dealt with the Hell's messenger. Jahong felt disdain towards the king of the underworld. Jahong had always thought that his mother died tragically. When he heard that the king of the underworld wanted to completely eliminate unjust spirits in the human world, he rushed up and was ready to fight the king of the underworld. Fortunately, the king of the underworld had a good temper and, under the pleas of Haewonmak and Deokchun, did not hold him accountable. Gangram arrived at Suhong's troop and discovered that everyone was discussing Suhong being a deserter. He felt that something was suspicious and began to review what happened here. He realized that Suhong was not a deserter at all and actually enjoyed his military life. In fact, Suhong was shot by a comrade accidentally while on duty. The captain who arrived was afraid that he would be held responsible and it would affect his promotion, so he and that comrade buried Suhong during heavy rain. Actually, Suhong hadn't died yet. His true cause of death was being buried alive. The captain announced that Suhong had become a deserter. When his mother learned about this, she almost fainted. After that, Private One was haunted by Suhong's unjust soul. After a chase in which they flew and traveled underground, Gangram finally controlled Suhong's unjust soul. It turned out that Suhong not only held grudges against his own experience but also harbored resentment towards his brother, whom he hadn't seen in 15 years and suddenly learned of his death. Unable to find peace, he refused any redemption. Angry, his powers even increased, and he directly overturned Gangram. In the Hell of Lies, Jahong was pursued by the God of Lies Hell for writing a letter to a colleague's daughter in the voice of her deceased father. The God of Lies Hell ordered to remove Jahong's tongue. At a critical moment, Gangram and Deokchun connected their consciousness and defended Jahong, claiming that he wrote the letter to encourage the little girl to live a better life. Not only that, he also wrote a letter to his bedridden mother, falsely claiming that he was married and had children, living a happy life. Inspired by this, his mother not only recovered but also lived with confidence. These actions touched God of Lies Hell deeply, so he pardoned Jahong for his crime of lying and allowed him to proceed to the next level. The path to the unjust hell is full of dangers, but luckily the three of them passed safely. In this level, the souls who once caused injustice to others are frozen in ice for hundreds of years, but fortunately Jahong did not commit any crimes and skipped this level. However, Haewonmak spoke without restraint and revealed the fact that Suhong was wrongly accused. Jahong knelt down and begged Gangram to save Suhong, not wanting to eliminate him. Private One, tormented by guilt, finally decided to tell Jahong's mother the truth and planned to end his own life to make amends for his mistakes. Suhong's tormented soul witnessed Private One's redemption, and just as Private One was about to die, he prayed to Gangram to save him, promising not to run away anymore. Suhong also asked Gangram to convey a few words to Private One, expressing his forgiveness and encouraging him to live on. The trial continues, and ahead of Jahong is the violence hell. Because Gangram interfered in the affairs of the living world, the three of them are targeted in hell. Fortunately, Jahong has good skills and manages to safely reach violence hell after numerous hardships. Here, Jahong is accused of hitting Suhong during their high school days and running away from home for 15 years until his death without receiving Suhong's forgiveness. There is no room for defense, and the god of violence hell announces an immediate execution. Jahong looks in horror at the souls being punished below with falling rocks. Helplessly, Deokchun, under Gangram's signal in the living world, applies for cumulative punishment from the god of violence hell. Cumulative punishment means that if Jahong cannot obtain an acquittal in the subsequent levels, not only will his punishment be doubled, but the defense advocate will also be severely punished. Suhong, who has returned to his physical body as a grudge spirit, talks about the past of the two brothers fighting. It turns out that at that time, Jahong attempted to suffocate their bedridden mother with a pillow, but Suhong discovered it, leading to a conflict between the two brothers. Deok-chun, who has the ability to look back at the lives of the dead, also discovers his secret. With tears in her eyes, she can't believe that Jahong had such thoughts. Jahong admits that he was mentally broken at that time and believed that there was no hope for the family. He planned to kill his mother and then leave the world with Suhong, but in the end, he didn't do it. The guilt made him lose the courage to go home. After learning the truth, Haewon-mak's state of mind collapses. Because the final level is about this, Jahong can't be pardoned. At the same time, Jahong's mother firmly believes that Suhong is not a deserter and causes a scene at the military camp. She is pushed over by a captain and faints. Suhong, who witnesses the whole process, completely loses control and the entire camp is engulfed in chaos. Jahong, who is in hell, is not spared either. Suhong's vengeful spirit chases after the captain and sends him and his car flying into the air. Jahong in the hell desert gradually sinks into quicksand. Deok-chun's cries make Suhong see the situation of his brother in hell, causing him to hesitate. Gangrim takes advantage of the opportunity and pulls him down from mid-air. At this time, the family hell, presided over by the king of the underworld himself, emerges from the desert. Jahong also climbs out of the quicksand. Because he tried to harm his mother, the king of the underworld pronounces Jahong guilty. Deok-chun argues logically, crying and saying that his mother was in a coma at the time and he didn't even make a move. The king of the underworld summons the night realm, and everyone realizes that his mother was awake at the time and fully understood Jahong's pain, so she had no complaints about her child. Jahong, who learns everything, is overwhelmed with grief. He finally understands how much his mother has suffered over the years and begs the king of the underworld for a chance to apologize to her. But the king of the underworld rebukes him, saying that he had 15 years of opportunity and he didn't seize it himself. Just as the king of the underworld is about to have the judge announce the charges, Gangrim allows Suhong to enter his unconscious mother's dream. Suhong tells his mother about his brother's hardships and says that he became a judge in heaven, fulfilling his dream, and that she shouldn't look for him anymore because he is doing well in heaven. He also hopes that his mother can forgive his brother, who has suffered greatly over the years. In the dream, the deaf and mute mother speaks and says that she has never blamed Jahong and that she is deeply sorry for burdening both her children. The mother and son cry together, and the king of the underworld on stage falls into silence. There are countless people who make mistakes, but very few have the courage to ask for forgiveness and receive genuine forgiveness. Finally, according to the regulations, the king of the underworld can pronounce the guilty person innocent if they are forgiven. Jahong can now be reincarnated, as his whole body starts to glow and a new life is about to begin. And Suhong becomes the 49th benefactor of the 3 messengers of hell and is about to go to hell to face judgment. Gangrim, disguised as a delivery man, personally delivers the rice cooker that Jahong didn't have a chance to give to his mother and the last letter he wrote.